Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Before I get into today's video, I just want to be 100% transparent and tell you that I write 100% of the content in this video and in these kinds of videos. I have used ChatGPT before to fine-tune a few sentences here and there, but I find that ChatGPT is too formal and changes the overall tone of what I'm trying to say. I love writing. I'm an avid writer, and I write my thoughts, and I use this kind of video and my channel to share with you. So this is 100% me. So I just want to be transparent in this way. Okay. So in today's video, I'm talking about love. Where is the love, as the Black Eyed Peas have said? It's remarkable how receptive children are to love. I'm a teacher, and just today, in fact, it's my time in my current school is coming to an end, and my students have come up to me, especially the boys, and they always hug me. They love me and I love them. And I noticed today I just gave them a big bear hug, and I really meant it with my whole being. I hug them because I love them, and realizing that I'm gonna leave. And I could see how it registered on their faces and their bodies that was love. And it's really interesting, because you don't get that kind of reaction from adults. It's very pure from children. And those of you who are teachers or who are around children, you understand this, you see this. If you're good. If you're just a cold person and you're just there to do a job, that's another story. But children depend on adults for survival, right? Their minds are like sponges. They absorb everything around them. They're listening to us when we think that they're not listening or paying attention. They're constantly learning, evolving, and adapting to the world around them. Constantly. They're growing. Children embody hope and the potential for change, and with their vulnerability, they are entirely open to receiving love. Human beings are inherently wired for love. We are born to be loved and to embody love. One could argue that we are also born with the capacity to hate, right? We exhibit strong negative emotions. And it's essential to recognize that love is more our innate nature. Love is our nature as humans. But what is love without hate? What is light without dark? It could not be, right? We learn to hate. That's the difference. We don't learn to love. Think about this for a second. Think about what I just said. We learn to hate. We don't learn to love. Love comes naturally and is much easier to teach than hate, as love is inherently more powerful. It is simpler to receive love than to harbor hate. Hate requires time to develop. Hate takes more time. Whereas love can be instant. You can fall in love in a second. Your body receives it quicker. For instance, let's say, for example, you abuse a child or a dog, right? They will likely still show you affection the next day. You hit a kid, you hit a dog. They're still gonna be hoping that you're nice the next day. It takes consistent and prolonged abuse or over weeks or even years for that child or that dog to become hateful and exhibit signs of suffering, to lash out, to act out. Confucius wisely said, "Every man has two lives, and the second starts when he realizes he has just one." One of the most troubling aspects of growing up, getting older, is that we become progressively less receptive to love. One of the most damaging lessons we can impart to children is to suppress their feelings, to not feel your feelings. As we mature, we learn that sensitivity can be a weakness. Your sensitivity is a weakness. Stop being so sensitive. Stop feeling. Don't cry. We feel compelled to be tough, to approach life detached from our emotions, and we navigate a harsh world. And we encourage this. We reward this. We reward people who are ruthless. If you step on others to achieve results or to be recognized, you win, right? You are the winner. We become sharks in the sea of corporations. That's how you win. You become a shark. Corporate world. You encounter deceitful people with cruel intentions. People are mean, right? So you have to be mean too. To win, have to be a winner. You have to be victorious. This video is about love, because in my opinion, love makes you victorious. You're on top of the world. You can have all the money. You can be rich, way more rich than me. Way more powerful than me. You can be George Soros, Elon Musk. But if I'm in love, truly, what do you have over that I don't have? If you have all that money, all that power, and you're not in love, like me, how exactly are you winning? Because maybe that person thinks they're better than me, right? Or maybe society says they're better than me. But if the person I love truly loves me, they're not in love with Elon Musk. They're not in love with that power. They're in love with me, if it's true. So how am I not winning? You understand? I've experienced love many times, but never in the way that I feel now. Right now, I'm genuinely in love with someone. And true love is only possible when you can love someone more than you love yourself. I'll say that again. True love is only possible when you can love someone more than yourself, more than the I, more than the ego. If you were separated from that person you love, would you genuinely wish for their happiness? If you couldn't be with them, if you were locked away in prison, and you knew you would never see them again, would you be happy to know that they were remarried? Would you sacrifice your own joy for theirs? Is your love possessiveness? If it is, if you say yes to any of these questions, it's not real love. Now, my teacher I consider him my teacher. He changed my life. He saved my life. Thich Nhat Hahn. He's a Vietnamese monk. Probably the second most powerful or influential monk besides the Dalai Lama. If you've never heard of him, I really recommend you read his books. He's written thousands of books. He's my hero. He's my idol. And he described love as a flower. He said, when we see a beautiful flower, everyone appreciates a flower, right? It's beautiful. It's fresh. Who doesn't love a flower? Our instinct is to want to possess that flower. We desire to claim it. It's our flower. But if you put that flower in your pocket, what would happen? It would die. It would wither away, right? This is a kind of selfishness, a possessiveness, and it's not real love. To control someone, to think like they're yours. I understand it. It's an infatuation, but it's not love. Love, if you love someone, they have to feel free. That's what Thich Nhat Hahn said as well. So here's what I want to add to his teaching, what he taught me. Let's look at a flower, right? When we see it, you only see the beauty of the flower, but there's a lot of ugliness involved to make that flower. There's the mud, the soil, the rain, the awkward stages of growth, and the times when the flower isn't really beautiful, right? We're not sure it's gonna make it. This is all part of what makes it beautiful, what we see as a flower. But we can't, okay, let's say now we see the flower, we can't stop there. If we neglect the flower, if we stop taking care of it, we forget to water it, it's gonna die. Just like our love. We have to recognize that love doesn't last forever. And this deepens our appreciation for its beauty, how grateful, how lucky we are to feel this feeling now. I hope that this analogy doesn't come off as overly sentimental and like eye-rolly, and I certainly do not wish to boast about my own love. I'm not trying to rub it in or flex here. Understand that I've experienced levels of loneliness that you only can understand if you understand. And I don't wish that level of loneliness on any man, any person ever, because it's heartbreaking. And my heart has been broken so many times by so many people. I've been treated so cruelly in life. And if I'm honest, truly honest with you, love is the only thing that I care about. It fuels my existence. It's what makes me tick. And some people may argue that's not logical. But my response to that is that, so what? Love transcends logic. And would you argue that love is not important? Some may say that love is essential. It's the only thing that matters. Or it's a mix of both. You must be logical, but love is important. But without it, life would be meaningless. And since love is not logical, it defies logic, we can conclude that humans, at their essence, at their core, are not logical creatures. if we spend so much energy trying to love each other. In this light, in this regard, lions are much more logical than humans. They don't play these mind games. They don't download Tinder. They're not looking for love in the way that humans are. They eat, they consume what they need, they relax with their pride, and that's the extent of it. There's not all these psychological games and head games for themselves to find a person that's going to recognize you and give you attention or pretend like they don't need love. That's what humans do. We pretend like we don't care. We pretend to be emotionless. That's what the Nazis do. Lions don't download our apps, travel the world, or gaze into another's eyes, searching for love. So let's stop pretending that we are these logical beings, or that's the goal. We are artists. We are creatives, and our sensitivity allows us to experience love and the act of creation. The concept of God is love. It is founded in love. The ultimate love is God. God is love. It's the highest point of imagination, cross-cultural, of if there's a being or a force or an energy beyond me and you, it somehow takes care of us, listens to us, loves us. Is that not love? My advice for those seeking love is to rediscover the innocence within yourself, the child, the inner child. It's still there. You may have lost touch with that child. You don't need to waste your time editing the perfect profile picture, using filters, going to the gym, reading self-development books. I mean, that can be part of it, but what you're looking for is in yourself, and you need to reclaim that authenticity that you had as a kid, that innocence. Children are beautiful. I've never seen a kid that I feel is not worthy of love, and that's natural for us, but that is in everyone actually. Even the people who hate me and are envious of me or who've tried to bring me down, like I've talked about in this video, I still see the beauty in them. I still see that hurt child that just wanted to be my friend. And once you can find this, the right person will find you. You don't have to find them. As Rumi said, and I'm not even sure if this is, I'm paraphrasing here, but Rumi said, you don't have to find the perfect lover. The perfect lover is in you all along. Thank you for listening today, and see you in the next video. Much love.